Today's protagonist is Rosie. Pics and videos are brought thanks to Rosie the Sweet Pug. Pugs originated in China, dating back to the Han Dynasty. Some historians believe they are related to the Tibetan Mastiff. In ancient times, pugs were bred to be companions for ruling families in China. Pugs later spread to other parts of Asia. In Tibet, Buddhist monks kept pugs as pets in their monasteries. The name pug is supposedly derived from the Latin word pugnus, which means fist, to reflect the fact that a pug's face looks like a clenched fist. Pugs were brought from China to Europe in the 16th century. These little dogs were transported to Holland via trading ships of the Dutch East India Company. They named the breed Mopshond, a name still used today. Pugs quickly became favorites of royal households throughout Europe. They were popular in European courts and reportedly became the official dog of the House of Orange in 1572. After a pug named Pompey saved the life of the Prince of Orange by alerting him to the approach of the Spaniards. A pug traveled with William III and Mary II when they left the Netherlands to accept the throne of England in 1688. During this period, pugs may have been bred with the old-type King Charles Spaniel, giving the modern King Charles Spaniel its pug characteristics. Pugs were painted by Goyet in Spain, and in Italy, they rode up front on private carriages, dressed in jackets and pantaloons that matched those of the coachman. The popularity of the pug continued to spread in France during the 18th century. Marie Antoinette had a pug named Mops before she married Louis XVI. Another famous Frenchwoman, Josephine Bonaparte, had a pug named Fortune. In 19th century England, the breed flourished under the patronage of Queen Victoria. Her many pugs, which she bred herself, included Olga, Pedro, Minka, Fatima, and Venus. Queen Victoria's passion for pugs was passed on to many other members of the royal family. As the pug's popularity spread throughout Europe, it was often known by different names in different countries. In France, it was called Carlin. In Spain, Deguillo. In Germany, Mops. In Italy, Caganlino. And worldwide, Mini Mastiff, Dutch Mastiff, and Dutch Bulldog. In paintings and engravings of the 18th and 19th centuries, pugs usually appear with longer legs and noses than today. The modern pug's appearance probably changed after 1860 when a new wave of pugs was imported directly from China. These pugs had shorter legs and a modern-style pug nose. It is known that black pugs existed in the 1700s because the famous artist, William Hogarth, portrayed one of these in his famous paintings. The British aristocrat Lady Brassey is credited with making black pugs fashionable after she brought some back from China in 1886. Pugs were introduced to the United States after the Civil War. At first, pugs were very popular and were soon making their way into the family home and the show ring. But by the turn of the century, interest in the breed waned. A few dedicated breeders kept breeding, and after some years, the breed regained popularity. The American Kennel Club recognized the breed in 1885. The Pug Dog Club of America was founded in 1931 and was recognized by the American Kennel Club that same year. Pugs are square dogs with substantial limbs. Actually, they are the sturdiest dogs of the toy group, befitting their Mastiff heritage. These dogs are known for their large, round heads, with flat, blunt, short black muzzles that are square-shaped and extensive forehead wrinkles. The vertical wrinkle on the forehead is said to resemble the Chinese character for prince, and is thus known as the prince mark. Pugs can sometimes have beauty spots, which are moles that can be found on the cheeks. This breed is beloved for the large and deep wrinkles on their face. Pugs' eyes are dark, relatively large, round in shape, and somewhat prominent. Soft and solicitous in expression, very lustrous, and when excited, full of fire. Their nose is black with fairly large and well-opened nostrils. Their jaws and teeth will be slightly undershot. The ears of this breed can be either button or rose-shaped but will always be thin and small. They have a high-set tail that will curl either once or twice and fall over the back. Their legs are very strong, straight, of moderate length, and well under the body. Their coats are smooth, soft, short, and glossy, neither harsh nor woolly. Colors can range between apricot, fawn, silver, and black. All but the black dogs have a dark mask and ears with a trace of darkening down the back. Pugs range in height from 10 to 11 inches, 25 to 28 centimeters, and in weight from 14 to 18 pounds, 6 to 8 kilograms. Pugs are fairly robust and often live to 13 or 15 years of age. The required level of physical activity is low. Even though their coats are short, pugs are a double-coated breed. That explains why pugs shed like crazy, especially in summer. Following that, regular brushing, with a medium bristle brush, a rubber grooming mitt, or a hound glove, helps keep the coat in good condition and shedding to a minimum. As you groom, check for sores, rashes, or signs of infection such as redness, tenderness, or inflammation on the skin, nose, mouth, eyes, and feet. Regular nail trimming is essential since these house dogs do not usually wear down their nails outdoors, as active breeds do. It is a good idea to clean the pug's ears every few weeks, as well. What requires special attention is the pug's facial wrinkles. Some owners simply use a dry cotton ball, others use commercial baby wipes to wipe out the folds. Additionally, the pug's bulging eyes need special attention. Because they protrude, the eyes are vulnerable to injury and irritation. As much as your pug loves you, they might love to eat even more. So be diligent in helping manage their intake. Limit their treats and do not feed them table scraps, no matter how cute and pleading their stare may be. Because their small stature makes them likely to gain weight quickly. You should also encourage exercise, although they do not need much daily. They love going on walks or having some playtime outdoors, but you should be careful and avoid exercise sessions if it is too hot and humid, as they are sensitive to warmer weather. This breed is often described by the Latin phrase multum in parvo, or much in little, alluding to the pug's remarkable and charming personality, despite its small size. Pugs are strong-willed, but rarely aggressive. They are instead playful dogs that thrive on human companionship and are, therefore, suitable for families with children. Kids love pugs, and pugs love kids. Pugs are pretty amenable to getting along with anyone, including other dogs, cats, rabbits, and other animals. Pugs also make great companions for those living in apartments and older individuals because they do not require too much indoor space for activity. We are not necessarily saying pugs are lazy, but they are known to sleep up to 14 hours a day. They also do not bark much because breathing is a bit difficult for them. However, these adorable dogs are known to snore, which should be considered by people who are light sleepers. Pugs are people pleasers, which means some pugs are easy to train. They are unhappy if they do something wrong, so harsher training methods will only frighten the pug. Early socialization classes are ideal for this breed, as their curious nature might get them into trouble if they do not know how to behave with other dogs. Pugs can face a fair amount of health issues. Since pugs lack longer snouts and prominent skeletal brow ridges, they are susceptible to eye injuries such as protosis, scratched corneas, and painful entropion. Protruding eyes, and eye prolapse, is a common problem among pugs and other brachycephalic breeds, and can be caused by a trauma to the head or neck. If the prolapse happens regularly, the pug might require surgery, as they have compact breathing passageways, leaving many prone to breathing difficulties or unable to efficiently regulate their temperature through evaporation from the tongue by panting. Some pugs are born with stenotic nares or pinched nostrils, which can inhibit their breathing. In serious cases, it makes breathing even more difficult and puts added pressure on the larynx. In some cases, the dog could pass out from blocked airways. If this happens, one should inquire with their veterinarian whether or not surgery is needed to open the nostrils. An abnormal formation of the hip socket, known as hip dysplasia, affected nearly 64% of pugs in a 2010 survey performed by the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals. Pugs can suffer from necrotizing meningoencephalitis, NME, also known as pug-dog encephalitis, an inflammation of the brain and meninges. NME also occurs in other small dogs, such as the Yorkshire Terrier, Maltese, and Chihuahua. There is no known cure for NME, which is believed to be an inherited disease. Last but not least, this breed, along with other brachycephalic dogs, is also prone to hemivertebrae. This condition occurs when two parts of a spinal vertebra do not fuse properly while a young pug is still growing, resulting in an irregularly shaped spinal cavity that can put pressure on the spinal cord. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget that each new subscriber and positive comment motivates us to create more and better content. Thanks for watching.